Hi everyone, this is Vicky, and I have been very busy making these cards, and so I wanted to show you all the ones that I made. 2 years ago, I did a 12 by 12 stack, the stack of papers, and I followed LyricLoverCrafts and Autumn. I think her name is Autumn. She had shown us how to use a stack of paper and make these envelopes and the card that opens this way, or you can open it this way. So she showed that and how to use those, and then those little pieces that, the cutaways that you can also use using it. And it basically looked like this, and you just pasted it on. Didn't really do anything to the inside. Well, and then she said to the leftover pieces, like these strips on the end of the paper, and then the other pieces that were left, you can make something else, which she had like tags, and I'll link both those videos that she had to that particular one. But instead of making tags, I thought, this is one of my leftover ones, and this is how I store them, the leftover to the whole pad. So this was left on one of them, so I'll just show you kind of what was left. I had these pieces like this on this particular one, and I didn't do anything to this one yet. I will probably do that closer to summer, but and you had some of this size, and anyway, you had some leftover pieces just to show you. So one of these, what I did was I decided to make a card. So I made cards out of this, but I cut it down because I couldn't get the envelope to be the right size with my envelope maker. If you don't know it, if you don't have one or you haven't seen this, this is the envelope maker, and there's other ways you can make envelopes. Just look on YouTube for making envelopes and they'll tell you. But that one is, I find, is very easy, and doing mass production of these things, because I had so much, I just wanted to get whittle away down to it being nothing, so I could just have that done away with, the paper, because this is really cute paper and had matching pieces. Okay, so what I originally did was make, my mom wanted some thinking of you cards. She wanted to do some note cards, so I made hers a little bit bigger. But for these, the next ones I decided to make were these, because I thought, let's get rid of these. So I had to cut it down just a little bit in order to fit the size. It tells you what size approximately, and I couldn't get it to fit this size piece of paper. I cut it down, and it fits. And so this is sort of like what the card I made. This is another stack that I've done. So what I did was make a, cut it down, made the envelopes. So I cut all the cards, and then that I was going to make in that pattern, and then I made the envelopes to go with it, and I cut all the envelopes out and assembled them, so that when this was finished, then I could just put it in. Okay, so when that was done, I could decide how I wanted to do it. Well, I wanted to make this gift card thing, so I cut some pieces, and I had some pieces left over. I wanted to use all the pieces, so I did this and used the ephemera I had, whatever. I had some stickies, I had some of this in my stash, so I'm using up my stash as well. So they came out like this. then I thought I needed to have some stickers, because if I didn't have enough of these and a little ephemeris, okay. So what I did was I got my stickers, because I have my stickers stored in these containers. I'm going to move back a little bit or show you what I got. They are these containers that come in two, and then they clip together. So I have them in my cubicle boxes that I have. I think they're like Target ones. And just to show you, I could show you these. So that's how I store my ribbons and laces. So anyway, this is how I store my stickers. And I have party in here, and then since I have other ones, I store them on top. So like this, I store these on top. These are from Dollar Tree, these plastic little envelopes, okay, and they just happen to fit nicely in here. So I have, if they're different, so that I don't have to rummage through the whole thing. So these are party things, and then this would be, these are all the things my daughter likes, this stick figure people, and she uses for scrapbooking, but she doesn't have time. These are monsters and robots, and then I have, these are kind of like other things. I don't know what this is. Pirates and, skulls and stuff. And then I have, cars, and I have baby and whatever. So I have all these different ones. So this is the party. I had like half a container party, so I worked on these. And so I just have a lot of stickers. So I just took out colors that kind of coordinated with that, and each of the book of stack of paper stack. And so when I have this, and so when it comes with a clear thing, you can just cut them out. That way when you can decide if it looks good with your paper, does that look good, with the paper? And then, because these have stickers on them, so I can't, disassemble them, so I just cut them with the plastic on it already. So that's what I did with those, and with the other stickers like these. I'm making my grandson a little card. He likes all candy, so I'm going to put a little booklet or something for him. But that's how I do that. And this is my sticker. So I brought all my stickers out and kind of put out the ones that I wanted to use. Okay. And this is a card, and I told you about that. So let me just show you the ones I made. This is how I store all my pieces, in the same kind of envelope. Clear envelope, so I can see what they are. This is the coffee one, and then I've got the party one. So, and this is the summer one. So I'm not going to do these till a little bit later, because I'm this type of assembly line stuff is kind of boring to me. Even though you can make it kind of your own, but yeah, it's a little bit boring. So let me show you the coffee ones first, because there aren't that many of them, and I just did a few. I don't know, I've made these before, but in a larger scale, but I just want to use up that paper, so these are the ones that I made that are the coffee themed, and this is the leftover. I decided to put them all together, so I have all these coffee cup things. So if you do all these in mass production type of thing, where you make all your little cutouts first, then you're not, if you made one card, it takes a lot of time to make one card, but if you do several, you can just cut up all your little pieces, So all these are all different that I pieced together and made. So this is all ready to go if I want to make more coffee cards. So these are the coffee cards I made, and this is using that Tim Holtz die cut. And I don't have all of these things out and this is how I made it. Now, to put in here, I made it for a gift card, so you can just put your gift card in here, your coffee gift card, like these are empty, so I mean there's no money on here. But you can, you know, thinking of you, or give from your Mother's Day or whatever. Or you can also use these kind of things. Like I made these from the leftover pieces of the paper pad, but you can make cards, and then you can do some writing on it if you want to just write a note on there, and make this pocket like for notes to send to people. I mean, these cutaways, this one doesn't fit in this one because I didn't make it big enough, but you can cut the cutaway. Also, if you have any of these Project Life, I bought one of these at one point because I was curious about what they were and what I could use it for. So I did buy one of those, and I never used it. I bought some packages of different ones, but you know, obviously make it wide enough to put it in there, but you can use, or you can cut it down. You can use these in there, your Project Life cards. So I just made it the size of the credit card. I just cut all these papers and used the heavier cardstock. The 110 works really good from Michaels. And then, you know, I made a bunch of different ones, but, you know, like thank you, but for the cards that go sideways. And so that's what I thought was good for those. But I'll just show you each one that I've made, give you an idea. And then I have my stamps. I did use my stamps too. You just take everything out that, if you're going to do coffee themed, take all your stamps out, take all your the paper that, or the little ephemeras that will go with it. Like if you have these stickers even, put them all together with your paper, so that when you go to make the coffee cards, you can just, and I even have stickers of donuts and things I put in, because I have those. I have these, so I just stick it in here, the donuts with the coffee and donuts. But I didn't make those this time. The last time I made these, the bigger side cards that, you know, came with the, I gave them all away, but this size card, I did do the donuts and the coffee, and that you can see my video on that previous video. So I just used all the paper and the cards, you know, kind of mixed and matched the papers that were scraps that were left, and made all these different kind of coffee cards. So it's kind of fun, but then you know, I kind of got tired of this. So I only made a few of those, and I only had a certain amount of paper left of these things too. So those are the coffee cards that I made. Then I went to make some leftover floral ones that I have. I'll show you those. So I don't have the leftover floral package, but let me just show you the ones I made that were the floral ones. So these are the floral, well, you know, the pack that had the florals, and this just happened to be one of the black and white ones. And so I did pockets in all of these, and this is a piece of napkin piece that I had left over, and I thought looked kind of cute on this one. You know, you can pick out the little greens to go matching, and then have a little different color to pop it out. So, and I had the matching piece in here that was left over. So I usually would use, you know, the coordinating papers, even though this is different than this print. It coordinates because of of the paper line is coordinating. And so you notice that some are cut straight and some I did, very few of them I made it the curved, and then curved this one for interest. And you can use your corner punch, corner punch. I have the memory keepers one. This one, it can cut several pieces of paper at once. If you buy this one, it's cheaper to buy this, like at Hobby Lobby or something. And this is the large that ends up being the same size as this corner, because the memory keepers has two sizes. It has a small and then the large cut. So these are all the ones, and I didn't put any sentiment in these, mostly because this one has a happy birthday. As soon as I say that, then it shows me wrong. So if you have leftover pieces on your desk and you think it goes together, like this is, matches, and then this is the cutaway from the paper pad that I used. And then this is a napkin piece that I stuck on here, and I did a little cutting with one of my scissors that have this type of cut. I've used other ones with the larger zigzag cutting, and you just see how I put this is one of those see, I can't remember what they're called now, but I just showed you. Okay, so I didn't put anything in here. It looks kind of like a book. It's kind of cute, but so these are the different ones that I did. So it gives you some idea of what to do with these. But see how I've got, I think I did 50 cards altogether. So hang on. Alright, so, this is the last one I did for that. And I wanted to get a little artistic, so I just did that. And I have a little, I did this one too. That's kind of cute, but I won't put it in there. Then I did the birthday ones, it looks like. So these are the birthday ones. These are some of the birthday ones that I did. And I think I did some without the pocket. Most of them have pockets. So this is sideways, this going this way, and the pocket will be above. So see, I put these little cards in there so people can put a note in there, or they can put their gift card in there. Either way. So I used pretty much the, mostly all the card things with this. This is one of the cutaways with the paper pad. And this one is Eat Cake and Celebrate. And then I have this one. You can have thanks, have a happy day, and then put a gift card in there and see thanks for something. Or you can do these. So what am I going to do with all these cards? I'm going to give them to my daughters and my, people, my mom. So she'll have some things, little cards to send to people, or put it with their gifts. They have these other cutaways. You can put all cutaways in here, or whatever you have, whatever your paper pad has. I like this, Let Them Eat Cake. And that's this mix and match, right? Because this doesn't, I'm not sure if that came with that one, this paper. But you can, mix and match it. And see, you can tell that this paper had this paper. And then see, had something else on there, so I just used it. Doesn't matter, it's the back. This is another cutaway with the paper pad. this is this way. These I didn't put anything inside. Well, this one I did, but okay. So I started using sequins on this one. I thought that was kind of nice. And well, this is part of the other one. Huh? And then, so I just wanted to show you that I pulled out these afterwards. I pulled out these. These are from Target Dollar Spot, and I got all the colors. And then it was hard for me to take them out, and then they stick together. So, because of the electricity, so you have to use like a, the static reducer pad that has, you can use like, I think it's cornstarch or something inside, but so that it doesn't stick to you. And then I decided to put it in these jars because I have these jars that a friend gave me. And so I did put them in these jars. So they're a lot easier, even though they take up more space than this flat. It was easier for me to grab it out and put it in. See, I will use those and other things, but you see, I did make like this. I thought that was really cute to make this and put it in. And then I put some on the outside. So I made those. And then I decided to make this a little package of confetti. And then you can put your card in there. And they have confetti in here. Or you can just do the glitter bomb. And just stick the confetti inside. So those are those confetti ones. Then here are these. This one has confetti. And I did paper piece this one. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, whatever. So those are the these are the party ones, and then I did want to make some kids party. So let me show you the kids party. And also they came with the 3 by I think this is a couple different packs, different party packs. But I did want to make these, do something with these. So this is the cut aparts, and so I just cut it 3 by 3s. And I have all these 3 by 3s that I can put into, I have a bunch of 3 by 3 envelopes. And I can cut them down, these down if it's, and give those away as well. Alright, next is the kids party. So I did these are plain, so it can say whatever for these. This is real plain, so you can give this to a guy for a thank you, in a gift card. And this one is plain for a gift card. And then this is more party. And then I have these, which are nothing inside. So these I can give as, from this type I can give as whatever, right? It doesn't need a gift card. But since there are such little cards, I just thought that it's good to put in, a note, so you can write a note in it, and then write something here too. So that's why I made those. This one I just put, and I did stamp this one. I put confetti, and I thought that was too much work, so that's pretty much the only one I did. So, what is it? This type, plain. Probably one of the first ones that I made. So those are those. I know this is a long video. If you don't want to watch it, this is all it's going to be. It's just showing you these different ideas to make these little leftover cards that you can, if you have a paper pad and you want to kill a paper pad, you can just make the whole thing the larger cards and the smaller cards and use all the little pieces with it. This I stamped. These are stamped Happy Birthday. Because, who wears a party hat? Well, I guess it could be a party hat. Usually it's Happy Birthday, I think, with a party hat. So I did both ways. This way and then sideways like this. The Happy Birthday. So I just got out the birthday stamps that I wanted to use that would fit, in this card. And all these things. So I thought these went well, and if you do assembly, I did the stamping last, so to match the card that I thought, were birthday like. I don't know where I got these gummy bears, but I wish I had gotten more. I think I only got one package of those, and I don't remember where I got them, or this one I did some, distress ink stuff, and I just got carried away with it, but I figured it was a good background for this. I thought it works. And then you can add your stickles or your whatever you have on the other paper, and do a little distressing to, bring it forward. And this one, I don't know why. Oh, I know why. Because this piece of paper was so small, I decided to sew it. And so that this would fit in here, because it was a small piece of paper, and it would pull away if you put something in it, because it was too short, and I didn't want to waste it. So I sewed it, and then have the little sewing stitches here. So I covered that up pretty much, and then just, made this, layered these papers, distressed it, put these little cupcakes on here that were stickers. So that's what I did with these. So these are kind of pretty much kid, maybe a couple of them could be for adults, but pretty much for kids. And then, I just wanted to finish the paper pad with all those ephemera pieces, so I concentrated on that. Now, you can also use your stickers, and my daughter's all about stickers. She says, stickers make the card. That's what she thinks. But, so I used up all the stickers. I figured, I need to use it up as well. Need to use everything up. So here's another one. So in the paper pad, there's these strips at the top. So, I have those in there in the bag. They're long strips. Where's the one? In fact, I still have lots of these strips. Okay, they're the long strips at the top of the paper pad. So I just put them together, and for some reason these two were together, because this was the strip and then this was the piece of paper that was cut apart from making, the other cards. So I put them together to use this background, and then I also did it inside here and put it like this, so it all coordinates. So I thought that came out good. And this one, did I show you these already? See, I did this one on here too. And I'm just noticing that I did it this way, but that's okay, right? That was a mistake. Okay, I think I showed you all of these. Yeah, I did. So I showed you all of those. I showed you all of those. Oh, I did everything. Okay, so you saw them all. And that's it. I hope you like this video of, using your stash. And, yep. So, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.